What is going on, guys? Judo Sloth here, and welcome to the next video in the quick tip series for Clash Royale. Today we're focusing on the BDM strategy. Now, I did see this on Wicked Gamer's channel the other day. If you haven't seen his channel before, go check that out. He has some awesome Clash content. But what this strategy is the baby dragon and minions, and using it almost as a counter attack. Now, I've been testing this out and I've found it works really well with a rage spell, and I've also found that throwing some spear goblins in there are really effective too, because they're nice and cheap on elixir and they do have that range in order to get a little bit extra damage on there as well. So you saw from this first example, my opponent put a cannon and a giant down on the left hand side, and that meant he was very low on elixir, and I knew that, so I put the baby dragon and the minions in alongside the rage spell, and I managed to get a lot of damage on his right sided crown tower. Now I'm doing a little bit of defense on the left hand side, and then once you have the baby dragon and the minions within your hand, what you want to watch out for is when your opponent uses a significant amount of elixir on one side. So long as you can defend that, you can flank down the other side with your BDM strategy. Now, if you need help with the flanking technique, there is a link in the top right to my quick tips video which will explain it. Now, I did get a little bit unlucky with that rage spell because my dragon and minions decided to go after his skeleton army. I was hoping to get a little bit more damage on the king tower than that, but you don't need the rage spell. It's not essential to make this strategy work. I know Wicked just uses the baby dragon and the minions, so if you don't have the rage spell, don't worry about it. However, I have found it helps a lot once you've managed to flank down that side to get that extra damage on the crown tower. So you can use the method as a flanking technique, or you can use it as a counter attack as I'm doing now. So I know my enemy is low on elixir because he's been flying his troops in trying to take some damage off my crown tower, so I can come forward with my BDM strategy. All my opponent has right now are ground troops, so he can't shoot up at my baby dragon or minions, so that's another positive of this strategy. And you'll also notice this is an example of why you don't necessarily need the rage spell for this strategy, because it didn't help me very much in that situation. So I'll leave it up to you on choice of the rage spell. I prefer to use it because when you do get a significant amount of troops in there, it really does help, as you will see right now. And you'll also now see what I was talking about in reinforcing this with the spear goblins, but I wouldn't necessarily take them for the sole reason of that. I would just use any troop you have to reinforce your BDM strategy. And that wraps it up for another quick tip video for Clash Royale. Make sure to subscribe for more quick tips. I've been your host, Judo Sloth, and until next time, peace out, guys. Stay tuned for more Clash of Clans.